Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a... to the 26. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Straight ahead, here's Nwangwu. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
He lets one go deep for Addison. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Duggan now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Jordan Addison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. Fighting his way through contact. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
Duggan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back Swift. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, Swift. And good penetration here. He'll get this down Only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63, bang!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now Hurts going to move them around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 63. They'll look to throw. steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Eagles 6. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25
touchdown. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. Now he's into the clear again. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from a big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the option to give to Swift here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 56, Eagles 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Rodgers on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's caught here by Adams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll audible to something else.
At the 4-yard line.
Throwing, Duggan. Touchdown! Josh Oliver from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Eagles 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Vikings 27-yard line.
Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Dances by him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.